Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. This could be current. Others of you may be in a situationship. And for a small portion of you, you could be in a connection with someone where you know there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I have certain reasons for that. All right, we have quite a few cards, a lot of changes. But a realization that things are not what they appear to be. Seeing things from another person's perspective. It's important here. And this is not just you, Sagittarius. This is meant for the other person, your person of interest. All right. First card is the strongest. We have here illness, wellness, followed by power, death and rebirth, mothering, sexuality, beliefs, mystery, ecstasy. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme we have here is healing. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. The roles could here be reversed, vice versa, because I do see here the mystery card, which is my past life card. So this does mean that for the majority of you, this may resonate, but for some of you, these may be your own feelings. Sagittarius, you guys are intermixing. There's a sense of mirroring each other's images in the sense that it's like you're looking at a mirror, but you're on both sides of the opposite side. It's almost as if it's a coin, opposite sides of a coin, but it's one unit. And you go through the same things, you go through the same motions. This is exactly what it's like with the both of you. Somehow you are bound together, but you don't really see eye to eye. And that's exactly what you have here with the beliefs card. Now, I'm going to start. All right. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, there are things that weigh me down below the surface of this water. You have the power of making me ill. You have the power of making me well. But recently, I haven't been feeling the same. I have a lot of restrictions, constraints, burdens, things that pull me below the surface. They weigh me down. These things push me down, and I am stuck with trauma, with sadness, with sorrow. There is despair, desperation, and depression. I want to give to you certain things. I want to be with you in a certain way. But the circumstances that I'm in does not allow me to do that. It's almost forbidden in a way. And in you, I feel and I have experienced so much power that comes from you. This power that you have, it makes me feel powerless. This power is the power of seduction and temptation. I do feel seduced, even though you're not trying. You don't even have to. But I also feel emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. And I find it difficult to be that person who can move on and pretend like nothing exists. I can't, because there is a part of you that affects me greatly. I also feel that in this connection, there is this sense of putting things to sleep and starting something new. Death to the old, in with the new. Before, things were very bumpy. The road was terrible. But moving forward, I am thinking of how to move forward in a smoother, calmer way. And the reason why I want a second chance with you, Sagittarius, is because I see the love that you have in general, by default. You are that type of an individual that has unconditional love, this nurturing quality. You are nurturing, caring, loving, protecting. I feel this and I sense this. And you deserve more. Not only are you like this, but you are someone who takes care. Someone who genuinely cares. But I also sometimes wonder why there's not a lot of intimacy the way it once was. I want to have a restart of this because I do feel weighed down. And it's hard for me not to think about you in this way, but I am extremely, extremely attracted to you. One of the issues is how much you and I are different. I was born and brought up in a very different way, and so were you. Certain things that I've been through, certain things that I've experienced and seen. I feel that you and I do not see eye to eye. We are not on the same page. We are quite different. Not only that, but even if we were to move forward, there are certain things that I believe in that I think don't match with your beliefs. And when that happens, we have a lot of different opinions. There's a lot of differences. The mindset is different. The thoughts, the notions are different. Sometimes I don't know what to do. But I do realize and I do know that you and I are quite unique and quite different in many ways. And no, I don't see things from your perspective. I don't see things from your eyes. I have not put myself into your shoes. Perhaps I should have, but I don't, because I can't. Because all of my customs, my rituals, my beliefs, everything that I believe in, that makes me who I am today. And if I change that, would that not change me? That's a problem. I do feel in this connection, there is a sense of a spiritual connection. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, something happens and I always end up thinking about you. But it's not only that. I feel bound to you somehow. I feel connected to you somehow. When I'm alone, I feel as if I can sense you near me. I can smell your scent, feel your touch, even though you're not there. In my heart and in my mind, I feel and I know that there's something unique, as if I've known you from before. And in recent times, I have been questioning the universe. God, why is it that you're in my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Are we supposed to be together? Are we meant to be together? I do question myself, but it's hard for me to move on even in any case because I feel a strong spiritual bond with you and my soul feels happy with you. Sometimes my body feels happy, but oftentimes I realized in recent times I have emotional bliss on a spiritual level. This is what makes me happy. You make me happy, which is why I want to have a restart of this connection. Overall, right now, I understand a lot of things have happened and I've let you down. I have not been that person that you believed me to be back in the day. I have done things differently. I have said things differently. I have said things that you were just not expecting. And now I'm healing. Healing from the pain, healing from the confusion that exists. Yes, I do feel quite confused. But I also feel unworthy and upset because of the things that I have said and done. So I've taken a step back, turned into a hermit. I need to heal. This feeling of wanting to heal, I have forced myself into isolation, having that sense of introspection, contemplation. I have detached myself from the everyday world in order to regain balance, to see things from a different perspective, but to not be bothered by the rest of the world and the noise from the world. So, I keep my distance. All right. Sagittarius. It's a mishmash of a bunch of things, actually. It's not just one thing that happened in this connection. There's things here related to circumstances that are holding an individual back, something that an individual is stuck in, or even mentally, they have emotional or psychological trauma that's holding them back from being in this connection with you. Not only that, we have this huge card here, beliefs. For some of you, this may be a background that is different, ethnic background, religious background. Maybe somebody here is quite rich, the other is not so rich. But it's a difference in an individual from the other individual. And it affects them because of what their family says, because of what society says, because of what the friends say. So here it deals a lot with the belief system that people have, certain things that they think of, how are they being affected, who affects them. This is external influences. So that's a problem because you need to make your own choices, your own decisions. I wanted to just go over, you did have the mystery card and the sexuality card. Please have a look for those of you who are new, and even those of you who are here today. Have a look at my other channel, Asnointia Audio on YouTube. And there you'll find two recordings that'll be really interesting. One is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections, and the other is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. And you'll see you're not alone because there's a lot of people that are going through similar feelings and emotions. All right, so I'm just going to put this up, but just going to explain a couple of things. So that particular channel that I have on YouTube, all of the videos are absolutely free from beginning to end. I do have videos there that are related to spiritual aspects. So what are twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners? There's a few more videos on there. So please do have a look because it'll give you better understanding as to where you stand, but also why this person thinks the way that they do. Because I have explained these things there. All right. And this is very generic. It's common traits and characteristics I've noticed because I do so many readings. So here we have the 8 of Arrows and fertility. So firstly, this deck is the Lover's Path Tarot. Now, with this, what I like to do is read the reverse. Why do I read the reverse? This is for those of you that may have not had closure. Your person of interest may have ghosted you. They may have just faded over time. Maybe they are messaging you just once a week or once a month, and you're just, you're being breadcrumbed, or they are breadcrumbing you. And so you wonder, where are we even going with this? Is this even a relationship anymore? What is this? A lot of people don't talk. And this particular spread that I do, I like to see this because it does show me what was in the heart and mind of your person of interest back before, a while ago, when this all took place. So this is in the past. The first set of cards that you saw, that is the current situation. Okay. Not good. The 8 of Arrows, it does talk about depression, entrapment, and victimization. Now, remember earlier, depression, illness, wellness card, first card's the strongest. You had that. Yes, there is depression, despair, desperation in that type of an environment. This person definitely is not feeling good still. And back then they weren't feeling good either. So what did they feel? They felt depressed, they felt trapped, and they felt victimized. Now remember, this person, from their point of view, felt victimized. It could be that you felt this, but this person actually felt this. Entrapped by emotions and sorrow and the inability to move. Why? Because they were feeling victimized. There was extreme sorrow. The issue here that increased over time was there's obsession with personal problems to the detriment of others. Problems that may come from within. There was a sense of narcissism. Now we have here obsession with personal problems to the detriment of others. So yes, this person may have had issues that they weren't able to settle. They were never able to heal. Nothing ever got fixed. And so whatever relationship, whether it's you or even somebody else, whatever the relationship they get into, they're carrying along that baggage. And it is considered negative because this person hasn't healed from it. So I do see here that sense of sadness and upsetness. We also have here fertility. All right, let's look for it again. Fertility, there you go. Now, fertility, it talks about deprivation or sterility. Feeling the lack of a materialistic resources. Limitations that overwhelm. All right. This talks about deprivation or sterility. So firstly, your person may feel that they are no longer able to have children or bear children or take care of children or to have growth in this connection the way it should actually be. They feel that that's not happening. They just can't think of it that way anymore. That's one scenario. The other scenario here, it talks about deprivation or sterility in the sense that they're feeling the lack of material resources. They don't have money. This person also feels trapped and victimized in a way because they did not have money to settle down and be with you the way that you would like them to. You may not have been asking for money, but this person wants to be that person who can take care of you, love you, on the days when you're sick, God forbid. If it's a long period of time, they can take over the bills. They can support. So there was this feeling that they had where they wanted to give you, but they also had those limitations because materialistically, they did not have anything that they could offer. This is what they felt. And they felt limited by what they were doing and what they were accomplishing, and these were overwhelming this person. That's why they felt trapped. It's not because of you that they felt trapped. It's because of the circumstances that they were in that they felt trapped. So it wasn't you. It was them. It's honestly nothing that you did. It was them because on the inside, they had certain things that they had not discussed with you that perhaps they should have. And had they done that, there would have been a better understanding in this connection. All right, let's have a look. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. So with this deck, I like to look into any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Ooh, interesting. They do want to fix this. Fix it right there. I was getting that. Fix it. The Eight of Pentacles is my love workshop. It's a fix-it shop. So here we have Judgment wanting to have that second chance. Remember, you had the Death and Rebirth card, right? So that second chance, really wanting that. Here, going forward, what this person has realized that this is a spiritually bound connection. And they want to resurrect, they want to start something brand new, but they want transparency, they want clarity, they want honesty, they want openness. No more hiding. Nothing that is going to be a secret anymore. No. And then we have here the Eight of Pentacles. Oops, not the Eight, sorry, the Knight. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, this does indicate your person coming back into your life at some point in time. Now, a lot of people joke that this is a very slow night. However, I admire this night because this night is solid. When this person has taken a step back and thought about it, they've thought long and hard, that's when they come out. That's when they reach out. Because now they know they have overcome all those doubts, all those worries. When they make an offer, it's not a wishy-washy offer. This is a solid offer. Because they've been there, done that, and they thought about it. They didn't just rush into it. Had this been the Knight of Swords or even the Knight of Wands, things would have been different. But this is somebody that has actually thought about it long and hard, and they've made a decision. They made a choice. We also have here the Devil. Here the Devil card does talk about, remember you had that sense of sexuality, and you had power, a lot of temptation. Well, here you have it again. So with the Devil card, it talks about how there is temptation in this connection, how there is a lot of fear of losing the other person, but also fear of being with that person. This is oftentimes somebody that you can't live with them and you can't live without them type of situation. That's similar to what's going on in here. Now, we also have the feeling of sexual addiction. Somebody here may be addicted to another individual in that way, that they just don't find anybody else as good. And they just want it, to the point where they're obsessing. It talks about obsession. It talks about not being able to let go. And every time you let go, you feel bound and chained together. Something like this devil is burning the tail of this person. Psst. So they burn it. And it's a constant reminder that, hey, by the way, I'm here and both of you are attached. So that's a problem because it's a story where you let go, but then you also come back and then you know it's not right and then you let go again. It's not just you, but it's this person too. It's like this. You come, you go. You come, you go. They actually have in the universe, I don't know what it's called, but there are, I don't know, phenomena, I think. It's like gas or dust particles that they come and they merge, but then they also go like this. I think sometimes when something's being formed, that's what happens. But it comes and it goes. They attract, but then all of a sudden they're pushed apart again, and then they're brought back again. And I've often seen this in connections that are very much related to spiritual connections. That is a karmic partner, a twin flame, a soulmate. I've seen that a lot in my visions because it's some type of a force that's pulling you together. But when you are together, it comes by so fast that there's an interaction and boom, you've passed each other again. And then there's this force that pulls you back again. So I have seen this in my visions, and that is exactly what's happening here. It's like you can't live with them and you really don't want to live without them either. This is not going to resonate for everybody. This is a general love reading. And please understand that this part too, is not going to resonate with everybody. That is a part of that sexual aspect. Some of you may not have seen this person in a very long time. That doesn't mean that they physically have done something, but mentally they're thinking and they're fantasizing and they're obsessing. We also have here the 8 of Pentacles. So I call this a love workshop. Your person of interest here is in the love workshop, thinking, doing certain things, moving around, making plans, creating a strategy, what to do, how to do this. Now, the strategy that they come up with, hopefully it'll be an honorable one. The reason why I say honorable, I'm getting the word honesty. They want to have an honest and open communication with you, but they also want to be very honest moving forward in this connection. And the issue here is because there has been, and there still is right now, a lack of honesty in this connection. The 7 of Swords here talks about how this person, this is the overall arching theme, how this person actually wants to be with you in this connection moving forward. But the issue is, even if they did, it may be forbidden. Why? Remember, you had the beliefs card. Because it goes against somebody's beliefs. It could also be, for a tiny portion of you, a third-party situation where there's somebody that's having an affair, for example. Going behind someone's back, having that affair, but the beliefs card is there. Somebody's not letting go of one of the partners. And somebody here is stuck. They know that they want to be with somebody, but the other person's not letting go of their current significant partner. So this is an issue as well. This is a third-party issue for some of you. For a small portion of you, this may resonate. But what I am seeing here is this is sort of a forbidden love. It's forbidden in a way because of what will the world say? What will the world think? And that's a problem. Because some people actually give a damn. Some people don't. Right? And the people that do are the people that have to live in society and have to suffer the consequences by being boycotted, by being ignored. Does that bother some people? Yes, it does, actually. Some of you may think it might not. It shouldn't bother anybody. Well, it does when your livelihood and your reputation depends on it because you've built that over the years. It's not easy. You don't just crumble it down all in one night because you can build your reputation very lengthy. It's very long, takes years. But you do one mistake or something happens, something goes wrong, and boom, everything just comes crumbling down, and that speed is so much faster. And that's an issue that this person has. That is one of the problems why this is being so secretive. Why is this such a secret? Why is this not out in the open? So because of this, I do see a desire to have an open and honest communication here. Moving forward, there is that desire, and then providing a solid offer. Why? Because deep, deep, deep down, this person is obsessing over you. They can't let go. They find it very difficult. Even if they do let go, they get pulled back towards you. And of course, we have here the 8 of Pentacles. This person is going to work on this. However, be careful, Sagittarius, when dealing with this person because they're trying to be sneaky somehow. And the sneaky is not, they're not trying to hurt you in any way, but what they're trying to do is be sneaky so that you can be in their life. But the issue is, why does somebody have to be sneaky in the first place? Right? Why does that have to be? Because how long is one individual going to hide? All right, I'm just going to do a quick prayer. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Helpful people. First card, the strongest, helpful people. Talk to others about your issue. Get some guidance. This could be a friend, family, doctor, therapist. It could be anybody. But it's somebody who you talk to who will be providing you with information. And that information is advice. It's good advice. Take action and communicate clearly. No. There's no need to worry. Okay. Just be assertive. We have here, there's something better. Oh my, it's up to you. So, a lot is going on here. First card's the strongest. We have here helpful people. So, the angels here, and these messages are brought to you by archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. The angels here are saying it is important for you to be that person who can rely on others. There's no harm in doing that. Everybody needs somebody. It's just the way it is. It doesn't have to be a specific kind of connection or relationship. You can even meet a stranger and they can make you feel better. So here, helpful people. There are people out there in your life who you may not even think of that care about you, but they do. So it is important for you to get this out of your system. That is what the angels here are saying. You actually have a choice card here. This is under the bottom of the deck. This does indicate to me that some of you are okay with this person and this arrangement the way it's been, and some of you are not. You don't want to deal with this anymore, and that's perfectly okay. Hop on to the next branch. Your fate and destiny is already written for you. You're just the actor and actress that are playing that part right now. But if you create a different approach, if you take a different decision, if you make a decision, then that outcome will be different. And that's perfectly okay, because there will be an outcome because you've made that change. But if you don't change it, things are going to stay the same. Some of you are going to want to change it and some of you are not. So here we also have take action and communicate clearly. So eventually when you talk to these people who are going to be helpful, they're going to give you some different perspectives, some different ideas, understandings. And when you have that, it is important for you to finally communicate with your person of interest and communicate clearly. This is you being very direct, short and sweet, to the point. Here they are saying, and I see this, that you are worried, but they are saying here not to worry. No, there's no need to worry, but do be assertive. Assertive. So this talks about you being assertive, letting this person know what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. You need to be that individual who can get their way, but also have respect in that way. And one of the easiest things to do is to keep up and put up those healthy boundaries. Certain boundaries need to be put up in order for people to respect you. Unfortunately, that's the way it works. Here, being assertive does mean that your person of interest may not have listened to you before, but now going forward, you want them to listen to you and your opinions and your ideas and your issues. We also have here the last card, there's something better. So this gives me two meanings. One is there's something better than the situation, Sagittarius, that you are in right now, and it's up to you to move forward onto something else. But we also have here, there's somebody else, there's someone else who's better than the person that you're with or the person that you're thinking of, your person of interest. There's somebody better than that. And that is also up to you to make that choice and to move on. So you have a choice here. There's something better that's going to come up. People here who have a lack of self-esteem, they have some low self-esteem. Take care of yourself and start to understand that, you know, it's this person that should be chasing you and you shouldn't be chasing them. Because when you chase, if anybody chases, it does indicate that that person has the power and the upper hand because you are the one who's following and chasing. Now, typically, myself, love is love. You can chase whoever you want. You can still get them if you want, if you try hard enough. But then some people don't want you because they want someone else. Or they don't want you because they don't want that at this time in their life. They just want fun. They don't want to settle down. So it is important for you to think about what kind of a connection this is. I'm getting a message. Those that are in a friends with benefits connection, it's going to be hard for you to wiggle your way out of this one. I'm seeing Archangel Michael say this. Okay, I don't even know how to interpret that, but if that means anything to some of you, let me know in the comments below, because I do read the comments, guys. Sagittarius, that is your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for those of you who are new, I do have my other channel, as I mentioned. Also, I do past life readings in case you want a sense of understanding, closure, and even just the backstory of why this person behaves the way that they do. I have a website, www.asnointia.com. On that website, you will see the available packages that I have. You can place an order. Please do read the description, because it has a lot of the details, what you can get, what I talk about, the type of reading it is. Please read that before you do place an order. All right. You all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.